This is a rear foot elevated split squat with a contralateral load. Now, we're going to set up here, I'm going to show you a couple variations, but we're going to set up here, the most typical one is on the bench. Now, if you've done a Bulgarian split squat before, I like to start in that bottom position. That way I know how far to start with that front foot. Otherwise, you'll often see people, they're kind of hopping all over the place, trying to find that start position. So in this case, with the contralateral load, we're biasing a little bit more internal rotation on that front hip. So whichever leg's forward, I'm holding the weight in that opposite hand. I've got my back foot in position. I'm going to stay nice and tall here, stacked position throughout. You're going to lower yourself down, even distribution through that foot tripod, base of the heel, base of the big toe and pinky, and push through that leg to come back up. I've got 90% of my weight on that front leg. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Now you might be prescribed a hip shift here. Now what that looks like is in position here, it's a subtle movement where I'm now driving that front hip back and the back hip forward. So it'll look like this. You'll notice my torso comes a little bit with me. When I do that, I'll feel some tension on that inner groin or that inner adductor. And then you would do the same thing, okay? So I find that hip shift, and then I do my split squat. So I get a lot more inner thigh, in addition to that quad working when I come back up. Now, this might be too high for you, might be getting too much of a stretch through that back leg. You can always put your foot up on a lower step, or one of my most favorite variations is actually using a barbell setup with some type of pad or cushion for your heel. So you would place that front foot forward, back heel back, and I'd have my weight in that same hand. It's just a little bit nicer of a setup if you have the time or the resources to set it up that way.